The rain fell hard against the cobblestone streets of the little town, each droplet drumming like a steady heartbeat on the rooftops. People hurried past with umbrellas tilted low, heads ducked, shoes splashing in puddles. And yet, on the corner of Rosewood Lane, there was one place that seemed to glow against the storm of the rainy day: bakery. Through its wide windows, golden light spilled into the night, and the soft twinkle of fairy lights framed the doorway like a gentle invitation. Inside, the air carried the warmth of fresh bread, vanilla sugar, and just a hint of cinnamon. The bakery was run by Clara, a kind-hearted woman with flower-dusted hair and a smile that made people feel safe. To the townsfolk, her bakery wasn't just a shop, it was a place of refuge, a little haven where sorrows softened and laughter rose like bread in the oven. But even havens face storms, and that night, the bakery's warmth was tested in ways Clara never expected. Clara had been working tirelessly all week, preparing for the town's autumn festival. It was the biggest event of the year, a time when neighbors gathered to share stories, food, and music under lantern-lit trees. Her pastries were always the heart of the festival: pumpkin spice scones, honey-drizzled loaves, and her famous rain cloud cupcakes with little silver sugar sprinkles. But this year, Clara carried a quiet worry. The old oven, which had served her faithfully for over a decade, had begun to falter. Sometimes it ran too hot, burning batches of bread, and other times it went cold, leaving cakes half-baked. Replacing it would cost more than Clara could afford. As the rain poured harder, Clara closed her eyes for just a moment, hands resting on the counter. She whispered a little prayer of gratitude, though her heart was heavy. At that very moment, the bell above the bakery door chimed, and in stumbled a boy, no more than 12, shivering beneath a dripping coat. His eyes were wide and uncertain, but they softened at the sight of the glowing room. "Come in, sweetheart," Clara said gently, rushing to hang his coat by the fire. "You look frozen through." She wrapped him in a blanket and handed him a warm mug of cocoa, the kind with extra cream on top. The boy introduced himself as Oliver. His mother worked late shifts at the hospital, and tonight, on his walk home, the storm had caught him. Oliver's eyes lit up when he saw the trays of cookies cooling by the window. "Do you a broken bar? Do you really make all of this every day?" he asked, awe in his voice. Clara chuckled softly. "Every day, with a little bit of love baked into each one." What Clara didn't expect was how quickly Oliver became part of the bakery's heartbeat. That night, he helped her fold napkins and set out chairs for tomorrow. His laughter filled the quiet spaces, and for a while, Clara forgot about the broken oven and her growing worries. She saw in him the same wonder she had felt as a child, the magic of baking something from scratch, something that could bring joy to others. But challenges rarely wait. Just as Clara placed a tray of festival pies in the oven, the old machine groaned and let out a sharp pop before going dark. The warm glow faded, replaced by silence. Clara's chest tightened. Without her oven, the festival treats wouldn't be ready. The town counted on her, and she couldn't bear the thought of letting them down. Oliver saw the tears she tried to hide. He tugged at her sleeve. "Maybe we don't need an oven to make something special," he suggested. His words carried a child's simple wisdom, but Clara's heart stirred. Together, they gathered recipes that could be made without baking: a candied nuts, chocolate-dipped fruits, no-bake cheesecakes. They worked late into the stormy night, their laughter mingling with the hum of rain on the roof. By morning, the bakery smelled sweeter than ever, filled with trays of colorful, creative treats. Clara worried they might not be enough, but Oliver simply smiled. Sometimes the best things come from when plans don't go right. At the festival that evening, the townspeople gathered beneath glowing lanterns, surprised and delighted by the new desserts. Children licked chocolate-dipped strawberries, and neighbors broke into laughter over sticky caramel clusters. Clara stood back, watching joy ripple through the crowd. And when Oliver's mother arrived, proud and grateful, Clara felt something she hadn't in a long time: a hope. The oven was still broken, yes, the future was still uncertain. But in that moment, Clara realized the bakery wasn't about perfect pastries. It was about the warmth shared inside its walls, the kindness that filled each cup of cocoa, and the friendships that bloomed like flowers even on the rainiest of days. As the fairy lights flickered and the festival filled with song, Clara whispered to herself, The rainy day bakery will always find its way to shine. And perhaps that is the heart of the story, that no matter how heavy the storm, there is always light to be found, not in the perfection of what we make, but in the love we give while making it.